Let's take a look at the addresses that seem to be causing the most problems. I don't, to me, I don't know what these addresses mean. They're offsets into code or DLL, and the graphing system for right now, at least this graphing function is very very simplistic. It doesn't really give me the convention of a variety of fields, other than the field I want to graph. But the nice thing about it is it can apply to any text file. So let's go ahead and put this in here. So here's basically, this is the call. It's just a file name, the field I want to graph, and the field delimiter. So to just do this way, we can go into here, and then we can just launch. We can just directly call a function, and you'll see that it looks like a majority of these, the biggest chunk of these is this 1D37543. Again, it doesn't show where it's coming from. For that, I'm going to need some more information. So, and this is only just kind of a beginning thing, so it's easier for me to code it than it is to, because that's the whole point of this kind of all these libraries and applications, is to give me access to a lot of information that I don't have to go digging for. So what I want to look up here is this. It'll be easier to search for it. We'll go in and do. We'll search for a 1D37 what 543. So 1D37. Let's just see what that brings up. Okay, it looks like Fallout 3. That is a Fallout 3 address. So if it's version, it actually is coming from, if it has version in there as opposed to an actual version, it has question mark, that's coming from a buffout file. It's coming from a buffout log. So I wonder what I could do, since that's a buffout error, is, well, first let's go ahead and add this. Let's just put this in the menu. So let's go over to here. Let's go over to the actual menu system. Let's go over here to where the menu is done. We got graph history. Let's put this in here. And let's call this graph, I don't know, addresses maybe? Equals, and then we'll just put and hopefully that will show up over here. So let's go to crash history, and there's our graph addresses. Okay, so there's our menu that we dynamically added. So what I'd have to do is go to buffout history. I don't need that up, so let's go over here. I just stuck this here because I didn't know where else to put it. So let's see what. So what we want to do is we want to look up this 1D3. So let's find a 1D3 7543. How about that? Okay, so here we go. So here's all of these particular hits. So it looks like every time this is hit, it's a loose file stream. Let's see if we can open the buffout log here that's associated with. Let's see if we can find. I don't even think it's going to show us a NIF. Oops. Yeah, it's not even going to show us a NIF. I read somewhere that this might be like a NIF or something. Or, which, of course, NIFs are in LODs, they're in previs precombined, they're in just about any type of object in the game. Let's see here. Let's go up here and take a look at the registers. Yeah, see, it's like, see that, and I think, so the highest, it looks like the highest hit I had on this particular address, whatever this address is, coming from Fallout 4, is a loose file stream, and it's always the same library. I wonder if that would show us the. I wonder if that would show anything. Let me see. Let's see. There's a list of loaded libraries down here. At least I thought there was. There is not. I was thinking there was. I Okay, this has to be the memory address where Fallout 4 is actually loaded. And of course, there's the offset. So, okay, so it looks like all of these, the highest hit is a loose file stream. At least that's what I'm seeing in here. And then the next one, the fixes, I'm not really sure about that one. I'm not sure. That's probably just, it's probably data in a file. I'm not really sure why that is. I have to look it up. But I'll do more of that research, because that could be like a coding error. It could be a data collection error. Like, see here, it's got fixes. I'm not sure exactly what this is doing here, unless somehow it grabbed the wrong data, because this comes from, these are all coming from, this is all coming from, where it has version, this is coming from Buffout. So this could be where, back in 22 when I was working on it, where I maybe didn't collect, it looks like I didn't collect the right data or collected the wrong field, and that's probably what that is. So you really couldn't bank on that field. But the other biggest one we have, looks like it's this one, this 5DDC40. So if I go in and take a look at, let's see, let's go over this way, and let's look at 5DD. Let's get this out of the way. Let's look up, let's see, is it 5DD again? Was it 5DD? Is that what it was? Yeah, C40. So 5DD C40. Okay, so yeah, okay, that looks like the 5DD C40 FA. Is that what we're looking for? Is in, yeah, it looks like that one's coming from, interesting. I've got it both in that and Fallout. Got it both in Fallout 4. So these are Windows exceptions. These particular ones are Windows exceptions. So Windows caught that, as opposed to Buffout. And that could even be before I installed Buffout, because I'd have to go back and take a look at when Buffout was actually installed. And I don't know if this would actually show me or not, because older versions of Buffout, you can flush them from the manifest, since they're uninstalled and they're no longer their old versions, and it keeps the manifest from getting huge. But that's what I wanted to show you. So that's the biggest one. The biggest offender is loose file streams. That seems to be the biggest offender of, as far as addresses go, and that's the address within Fallout 4 executable where the where it hits. So I'm not really sure what that's looking at. I don't have a disassembler here, but so hope that helps some. I'm gonna get back to playing some games and just kind of just doing until get this weekend out of the way, and then that'll give me next week to have more fun. So have fun, and I'm glad to hear your game is working better, and just hang in there. Over time, you kind of get to where you can resolve all that stuff, and pretty soon your game will be working just like it was. I was getting ready to say coded by Bethesda, but I'm not going to say that. So, all right. So have fun, and I'll catch you guys later.